7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You crazy mother.
You're here, or you're back, and I'm glad. What is up, guys? My name is Jay, aka the Captain. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to control recoil. So, first and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for clicking on this video. All my new subscribers, you guys are absolutely awesome for hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So, guys, make sure if you enjoyed this video right here, give it a thumbs up. If you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. Let's get it, boys. Look at this. Sledgehammer, you provided us with such a beautiful, elegant firing range. Look, it's the left flank, the front, the right flank. What's your problem? You trolling me? Huh? I'll shoot your balls off, boy. Huh? Okay, guys, so here today we're going to learn about recoil. So, the first thing we're going to talk about when controlling recoil, guys, is having the attachment grip will help you tremendously. That's the first step to combating recoil. But if you have a gun that has a little bit of recoil, then you really don't need it. So first thing what we're going to do is we're going to check to see the recoil pattern of this STG-44 Red Baron. It is equipped with quick draw and extended mags only, so I'm sure it's going to have quite a bit of recoil. Let's test it out. That's the first thing you want to see, where it goes, what direction, and all that good shit. But one note, that grip doesn't reduce all the recoil or take it all away, it just reduces it. Now let's go. We're going to use this fourth board from the top. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to aim down sight as you see. I'm going to pull the trigger and let the clip empty itself. And I'm not going to touch either joystick. So what we're doing is establishing a recoil pattern so we can see what this weapon does. Let's go. Whoa, God almighty, that thing is nastier than a Burger King bathroom in the middle of downtown Dallas, Texas. Okay, so as we can see, it looks like it kicks straight up to the left, then up again. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to shoot it again to see if it does the same recoil pattern, and we'll go from there after that. That one went up and to the right. So what I'm gathering so far is we know it's going to kick straight up immediately. And what I'll do is when I see it moving, whether it's moving up and to the right or up and to the left, I'll pull the opposite down in the opposite way. So let's see if we can control this recoil. We'll aim at that little knot. Woo, doggy! It's tough without grip, but you can see, guys, that is much better than this erratic bullshit right here. Okay, guys, so now we have the STG now equipped with grip and extended mags. I think quick draw, that doesn't matter. So let's see what the recoil pattern does now. So that's a pretty straight up and down, a little bit off to the right. We'll try it again and see what it does. I wasn't even controlling it, and look, it's perfect. Sledgehammer, tune your shit, balance your weapons. What are you waiting for? So I'm gonna have to try that a third time, guys, because I don't know. Let's go. What are you gonna do? Now she's kicking. I don't know, that's pretty tight again. Well, let's see if I can keep it tight myself. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull down and to the left a touch and see what happens. Woo, doggy, that's a good looking spread pattern, huh? Good looking recoil pattern. So as you can see, guys, I knew it was gonna kick up, and it looks like it was gonna pull to the right at first in most cases. So what I did is I pulled down and to the left a little bit. Now, guys, you can do this with any weapon you choose. Just first establish a recoil pattern to know what your weapon's going to do. That way, you, the gamer, can adjust accordingly. So, let's recap. Equip a grip will help a lot, and learning your recoil pattern will definitely benefit you in the long run. If you're up against the body into mid to long range engagement especially, and you are able to control your recoil better than your enemy, then I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you will win that gunfight as long as you're not lagging all over the screen, you know what I mean? So let's talk about something real quick. Sledgehammer Games also talked about reducing flinch in the game globally across all platforms. So what's that mean for us? Less this shit. Less of that. So all the more reason to learn to control your recoil. Now, there is this basic training that can help you reduce the flinch and probably win a lot more mid to long range gun battles. Primed, less flinch when shot. So if you combine that with grip and learning to control your recoil, you could be a deadly motherfucker in this game, bro. I'm telling you, you will be a boss. Okay guys, another tip real quick. You're probably thinking, well, targets are never standing still. Unless you're playing against Timmy No Thumbs, you're right. You're absolutely right. I will not deny that at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing with the Type 100. We're going to squeeze the trigger. This time we're just going to use the left stick and go across gun range and see a recoil pattern. Why we're doing that? Because if you're against an opponent that's good, you need to learn to track your target and hold it on target. So let's see what the recoil pattern is without moving. Straight up. So let's pull down on the stick of hairs, see if we can stay kind of in the U a little. Much better. I had maybe a bullet or two kick off to the right, but that is way better than that, right? So yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start in this gap between gun and range, and we're going to squeeze the trigger, pulling down slightly and strafing right to left. Although we did have a few shots that were kind of high, we still stayed pretty much in there. And this isn't Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 where they can just jump away from you. But in the case that somebody jumps, say they jump this way, just follow them, guys. Aim down sights and move with them with your left stick. Follow your target. That'll help you so much in winning gunfights in this game, I promise you. So one thing the captain wants to talk about really quick before we move on to a couple more tips is these YouTubers out here, and I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the ones, I'll even pop them up on the screen real quick. So, if you see videos, number one, that say, this sensitivity will make you a god, this sensitivity will give you godly aim, these tips you will never die again if you use this, you will become a god if you use this. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but they are full of shit. How do I know? Because I'm the captain! You know damn well nothing can make you a god but practice. So the number one thing is to practice. The number two thing is to learn the flow of the map. Learn the head glitches, the lines of sight. Learn the spawns. I have videos on all that stuff, guys. Go check them out. Since we're on the subject of sensitivity, this sensitivity will make you a god. I don't feel like a god. You feel like a god? Huh? You feel like a god? So, going back to moving targets, guys, one of the things I want to teach you real quick is a tip I learned back in the day that makes my aim a lot better than it used to be. As you can see, my crosshairs, wherever they go and I aim down sights, it's on that, no matter where it's at. Let's just say this is a doorway right here, right? Wrong! It's not, but we're using it as an example. So if I know I can't go this way and there's a door right there, I'm not going to wait till I get right here to turn, right? So as you see my crosshairs, how will I, the captain, will approach this door is I will start centering them as I'm running. I'm almost on point with my aim. That is highly important. Put your crosshairs where your enemies are, and if you have to readjust during your gunfight, that is totally fine. What I mean by readjust, say you're off right here, scoot over with your left stick. Don't try to hurp and swing over, because a lot of people overcorrect, and that's where turning your sensitivity down can help you guys. Trust me. So, here we go. What I want you guys to do is for 5 to 10 minutes a day, before you play, practice, guys. Center your crosshair on something before you shoot. See, I'm drifting a little bit over the place. I'm tired. I got an excuse. This is using right stick only, okay? So, what I want you to do is get in the habit, if you're not too far off of your target, is using your left stick. Look how much better my accuracy was right there, right? So, this is with my right stick aiming. I'm used to it, but a lot of you guys probably aren't, right? So here we go. Left stick only. I'm much more confident, I'm much more fast doing it that way. So guys, give that a try. Come over here, practice each one of your targets every day, 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll see an improve in your accuracy. Now when it comes to long range engagements, that is where the strafing over to the side is a lot better, as you can see. So look, I'm going to center my crosshairs on that target right here before I start shooting. See how burst fire there. And that's another thing I forgot to mention with the recoil is if it's really erratic, burst fire it. If you can't control recoil that good, just burst fire. So what I mean is tap your shoot button. See that there's hardly any recoil there. Let's do an example right here. Look, all I'm doing is bursting. It's not too bad of a recoil pattern. Final recap for you guys. Use a grip. Learn the recoil pattern of whatever gun you're using. If it's a gun you use all the time, learn that recoil like you know the back of your ass, right? Okay, so use primed also if you want to. What it does, like I said, it reduces the flinch whenever you're in a gun battle. In turn, helps you overall. You don't have to, but if you can control your recoil strafe while shooting, it'll be so much easier. Center your crosshairs where you think your enemy will be. We just talked about that. It should be ingrained in your mind. Practice that on the range every day and you will get better over time. Sensitivity, use what's best for you. Quit watching those bullshit videos. And lastly, recenter your target. If you're off, don't just squeeze the trigger hoping you're going to get the kill, because more than likely you're not. Recenter your shot and you should do better, guys. So, if this video helped you, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you're brand new to the channel. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. Don't forget, as always, I am out.